And welcome back, the third series of the day. We just learned who the real OG is. We have one of them playing, but I have two of the realer ones next to me here. I got CCNC, I've got BSJ, and I've got PPD. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good? How was that last series? You cast the last game, right, CCNC?
Yeah, it was a clown fest.
All right. And was it just a good clown fest or a bad clown fest?
It's kind of a strange clown fest, one of the ones that makes you scratch your head.
Oh, okay. Sounds like fun. So that means no matter what, though, LGD is out, right?
Yep.
Means complexity moves forward, so that's all settled.
Yeah, no tiebreakers in the lower bracket.
They'll be sorely missed this tournament. They've been playing some excellent Dota so far.
Yeah, they've been putting up numbers on the wrong side of the board. But
what can you do? What can you do? Sometimes that's just the way it goes, right?
Yep, that sure is. Thanks to our sponsors, AOC and Sennheiser, we're having a Dota Summit 8 giveaway. Up for grabs is an AOC 24-inch G-Sync tournament-grade monitor and two Sennheiser GSP 350 headsets. The giveaway ends on Monday, so click the giveaway banner below or go to kappa.ly/DS8 giveaway to enter today and maybe be one of the 3 lucky winners.
You murdered that.
Thank you.
That transition was seamless.
I wonder if those sponsors knew what an amazing host they would have presenting their infomercials.
I'm sure they had a good guess about it.
I'm sure that's why they chose to sponsor this event.
They just killed it. Yeah, but I mean, everyone wants it. You want a gaming. What do you guys use? Gaming monitors?
I do.
What?
Use a gaming monitor.
Like instead of a television screen or a projector? Or what are you talking about?
Haven't you seen like a box monitor? You don't use those, right? The one Fear used in free to play.
Like a CRT?
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a gaming monitor. Would you?
Do I use a flat screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single DOTA.pro uses a 24-inch flat screen, 144 hertz monitor.
Do they? There's no 60 hertz gamers left.
I mean,
I don't think so.
not any relevant ones.
All right. Yeah, makes sense to me. Well, that's good. How large are yours? Are they 27, 29?
It's a 24-inch.
24.
That's
1920 by 1080 resolution.
That's standard?
Yeah.
That's standard, man. We made those. We made those standards a couple years ago.
That's good. Why? Why don't you want bigger? Too much to see?
Yeah, I don't think like if you're sitting, a foot away from the screen, you don't want it to be
too big. Yeah.
too big.
You don't have to turn your neck.
I have a hard enough time with my map awareness checking the mini-map already. So.
Played on the 22-inch for a while, and then eventually made the upgrade.
20, and it just changed your world.
That's like just optimal.
That's good. But this is it. This is VP versus OG. The prize fight, I believe, of today. If you win 2 games right here, you're going to be just in the upper bracket, right? The finals bracket, I should say. And then, if you see up top, the Sennheiser survey. Who's taking game number 1? OG with a solid 62-38. What would you guys say this is? Is this OG favored or VP favored, the whole series?
I think it's pretty close. I think VP's been playing surprisingly well with their stand-in Art Style, who is their coach.
Yep.
I think he's really filled in decently well, and they've actually played – this is now their second tournament with him, so they've kind of just been gelling. I think they've just been getting better and better. But I still think OG is probably the favorites coming off that minor win.
All right.
I'm still ready for VP to continue the all-hero challenge. They did that tweet, like, hinting at it. They had 15 different heroes. They did last summit, and I think, like, I don't know, VP just has this manner of not appearing to care, and they just do their own thing and YOLO pretty much every game. And I think OG is favorite, but I think I want to see VP win personally, just because I like the way they play.
I think the all-hero challenge wouldn't be quite as magical this time because it would be planned, whereas last time it was kind of like
Did they not realize it last time? They just
No, they realized it,
Did
but
they?
people didn't until like the last.
Okay.
Obviously, they knew what was going on. You don't
Okay.
just pick like 70 random heroes and be like, oh, we picked 70.
What
I
plate of
thought
food
they
is
had
this?
realized a certain amount of heroes
Is
in.
that yours?
20, 30
That
heroes
one?
in.
Is that your plate of food?
No, that's not my
Oh,
plate.
it's mine.
That's Quinn.
It's good
Why?
chicken.
Why? What's up?
I mean, it's just
Leaning?
bothering me, all right?
There wasn't
kinda
there wasn't any
tacky.
room.
Are you going to be comfortable with it being there, or should we get someone to get it out?
I'll just try to keep it in my blind spot.
That sounds good. No, but VP, so they have 15 heroes in 3 games. I mean, do you think they're still so far above everyone else they can't even pull that off, or do you think OG gives them too much of a problem just straight up?
I think OG is likely to win the series. So, I mean, if VP wants to be clowning, which I don't think they do. This is a different tournament this year. It's not the Summit 7 or 6 where it was a low prize pool and all the Tier 1 teams didn't even show up.
That is true.
It's now a minor. You know, this is a must-win event for every team that's here, and everybody treats it as such.
Yeah.
So
how has that changed your experience here? would you say?
It's just been way more intense, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's, we're here to win. I almost consider not even casting this because I thought maybe we'd be playing Fnatic. Yeah, in a tiebreaker after this series.
LGD couldn't even pull one game out for you, man.
That's okay. I mean, they gave us 3, so can't ask for much more, right?
Oh, it makes sense. But, yeah, I'm sure the fans are glad you're out here, and they're glad that happened. So no tiebreakers also, meaning that, people love watching Dota. They can get an early night if they need. Wake up for some more tomorrow. You guys sleep hard before your games usually?
We just came from Malaysia, so a couple of players from our team are dealing with that jet lag adjustment. But yeah, definitely had the day off today, so didn't set an alarm this morning. Just kind of
we all caught the last shuttle.
Yeah, just see whenever you wake up.
That's good. So you're all refreshed now, getting ready for tomorrow. And I know you were explaining it, Peter. Can you explain for people who you're going to play in the next round?
Yeah, so because we have 4 points, we went 4-2. I think right now we're the highest seed, and we'll be joined by potentially whoever loses this upcoming series 2-1.
Yeah.
And then as a result of us both having 4 points, we'll do a coin flip, and the winner of that coin flip will play against the team with 2 wins that made it into the wild card, which is Complexity. And the loser of that coin flip will play 3-3 EG.
Who would you rather play?
Complexity.
There you go.
All right, makes sense. Who do you think you match up better with mid? Is it Limp or Sumail?
I don't know. Hard to say, I think. There are rarely even matchup 1v1s nowadays.
Anymore. Yeah. Are you sad about that?
It's just a drafting thing, right?
Yeah, it's like people just got smarter. Like, it just doesn't happen anymore because, leaving an insufficient matchup mid 1v1 is just kind of, just stupid, Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you help your guy that's going to get owned?
Yeah, that makes sense. A more, kind of serious question here. Was it when you did lose 3-2 against Empire, was that pretty, was that really hard on you guys or no?
Soul crushing?
Yeah, I'd say. Or was it just a little bit hard?
I mean, not on me.
On you.
But
yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, right?
Quinn, what about you? A little bit?
I mean, you're kind of annoyed for, 3 minutes afterward. You're pretty angry, but, you realize you just move on, right? You have another tournament afterwards.
Yeah. BSJ, what have you been up to today?
I actually had some scrims, and I got to hang out with OG. Usually it was LGD sitting next to my computer,
Yeah.
so I
Wait,
couldn't
the
really...
real OG? Which OG are you talking about?
The real one, yeah.
Oh,
we didn't talk to you.
Oh, no, I was hanging out with, I guess, the fake OG.
Thank
you. We were talking about just random stuff and watching the LGD games and kind of laughing a bit, not to insult LGD any further, but they seemed like I didn't even realize they had a game, right after I was hanging out with them. They just seemed completely normal, and that was kind of weird to me. And I'm like, oh, don't you guys play next? And they're just like, yeah, and they're just all playing pubs or trying. They were checking and seeing that Crystal Maiden was glitched when it comes to status resistance, and I was like, oh.
Would you say you get stressed out before games?
I mean, I'm less experienced than all these top tier players, so whenever I'm playing against a team that Complexity or Optic, it is definitely nerve-wracking knowing you have to perform, but you get used to it after a while. It is less and less over time.
Do you get clammy hands and stuff?
Not necessarily that. I'm just. It was the same way when I played sports. I'm just high energy, so I'm a little antsy, and maybe I'll overreact in the laning stage or do something that I wouldn't normally do for the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then after that, it's gone. It's gotten better though. It's something I'm sure you can attribute. It just gets better over time, nerves in general.
Definitely. Anxiety is a big part of what we do.
Yeah, makes sense. We do have we're at 10 in the lobby now. We're getting ready for this, and I mean this is it. People are saying these are the 2 best teams in the tournament. They got put in the same group. Would you agree coming into the tournament that was correct, or who would you say were the 2 favorites?
Coming
Yourself?
into the tournament? Yeah, definitely them. I would throw EG in that group as well. EG just came off that top 4 major performance, or top 3, right? That was pretty good for them. So it's hard to say. It's also these teams really haven't played anybody. They played Sacred. They both went 3-0. Kind of looked pretty one-sided both those series. So this is a proving ground for both the teams to see who's actually here at this tournament and who showed up. Yeah. It's not every tournament goes the same exact way for each team. Sometimes some team overperforms and sometimes teams underperform.
Yeah, makes sense. Quinn, you're looking at all the players right now. What's going to be the biggest lane matchup, do you think? What's going to be the funnest matchup to watch? Is funnest a word?
No.
Can be.
In America,
It is
I
now.
think it's officially a word, I think, or like unofficially.
I'll take it. It's the funnest matchup to watch.
I don't know if there's a particularly enjoyable lane matchup. I think watching how like the Resolution and Ramses play out mid game will be pretty interesting because I think they play pretty similar styles. They're like these hard farming carries. A lot of times they're like, you know, the game is typically on their back, and whenever teams have very similar like play styles or their players fill similar roles, the game can get pretty symmetrical, and it's kind of interesting to see how it plays out.
Okay, makes sense. You see VP up there on the board. They got kind of goofy smiles, you know, just really jolly folks. Besides, you know, sometimes on Twitter they get a little angry, but that happens.
I don't think that's what no one's face looks like in pubs, based on this stream.
I heard he's been tossing some games here at the house in pubs. Is that true?
It's true.
Has he just been like, does he just give up?
Sometimes North American Dota gets the best of you. There's nothing you can do about it.
You guys were in SCA for a bit. Do you enjoy NA more than SCA pubs?
NA is probably like, you know, if I had to apply some non-definite numbers, I'd say NA pubs are about 10 times better than C pubs. And then China pubs are probably like 100 times better than the both of them.
All right. What about Europe? Have you played there in a while?
I haven't been into Europe for a while,
All right.
but I'm sure it's pretty low skill.
Yeah, the fake OG, they were all saying that Chinese pubs are like really nice because everyone's just super tryhard, and all you have to do is use chat wheel because it like translates your communication.
Yeah, for sure.
So you don't enjoy kind of the harder pubs. You just enjoy playing a real game of Dota.
I just enjoy playing Dota. So you know, if I can only play pubs at that time, I'll do that. If we have scrims, I'll do that. And if we have matches, I do that. And I look forward to it all. More so pubs and scrims, more so than, or no, I'm sorry, matches and scrims more so than pubs.
Scrims and
But you take what you can get, right? You got to get the Dota fix.
You like the character. You like the interesting characters you run into pubs, though, right? You seem to be really.
I don't like all of them.
Oh,
right. But
you handle it pretty well.
I'm still playing Dota, right? I'm still playing Dota. It's an experience, right? Altogether.
You still enjoy it no matter what.
Yeah. I think in the moment sometimes I might be a little bit slighted, you know, maybe a little upset.
Yeah.
But big picture, like at least we're playing Dota, right?
Exactly. Instead of
better
sitting off on some street corner,
building some buildings.
Yeah, something like that.
Or having a social life.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think you can do both, BSJ?
Oh, no,
BSJ is a straight hustler. He's on the grind right now. He's married to the game.
Never getting divorced. That's smart.
Yep.
It's real smart.
That's the reason why.
You don't have to say how your scrims went, but do you learn after every set of scrims? Like today, did you learn something about your team?
Oh yeah, you do. Generally, it's something along the lines of something you have like a unique combo of heroes, or you had an idea of how you wanted to play a hero and it didn't work. Generally, it's one or two heroes, like one or two people learning something about their hero, and the whole team can learn together. Because it's not only important that you understand how to play your hero, but it's also important that your team understands how you want to play your hero, so that they know what to expect going into like an actual match.
Do you feel like your teammates learn more than you do from practice?
I mean, do I really have anything left to learn? You know,
that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Is it just like an educational experience for everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just there like filling the time. Like it wouldn't make sense for them if they didn't have like a fifth player there. So it's like, kind of obligatory.
I know, like every time we schedule scrims against Leviathan, you know, it's like always something that we look forward to because we feel like after the game, the five of us can go through the replay
and watch my player perspective,
follow your farming patterns,
yeah.
Look at the talents that you selected, the items that you build, and really just
apply it to your own game. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, I see that. I feel you on that one. I was always wondering like why you guys are willing to scrim us, but that makes sense.
Some people just have revolutionary minds.
Yep.
Do you enjoy the scrim scheduling dynamic as you like rise? People respect you more. You can get scrims with better teams.
It is kind of funny, right? Like I think the best part about us like taking a couple series off of actually noteworthy teams. You know, we talked about
Evil
EG,
Geniuses.
Yeah, you know.
EG Slayer here.
Who else did you 2-1'd another good team?
We took a series off of Mortals and we've beaten like VGJ.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But it's just it's kind of nice because like it's not bragging. We haven't accomplished anything yet.
Just speaking truth.
It's just nice to like actually get like right after those matches we actually got scrims with like all the noteworthy teams, which is from a tier 2 like a tier 3-ish team's perspective. That's like the most important thing is because you don't learn anything if you're playing against people consistently like worse than you. So
did you turn up your nose to all the tier 3 teams?
Oh, it's one of those where we'll like book.
That's how it goes, though.
I mean, you book scrims with them, and then the minute like one of you guys, like any of the tier 1, tier 2 teams proposes one, you're just like, "Yep, sorry guys."
You almost like in the come up, you're like, "Hey, really good team, can we scrim you? We beat this like sort of good team. You know, we might be able to play you." And then you get in the game with a really good team, and you lose in like 5 minutes, and you're just like, "We weren't ready."
We haven't had that. We haven't lost in 5 minutes yet, but
That was like when I first switched to Dota, we were like building up, and I was like Team Liquid. Like this was like the Fluff, TC, JO, like that stack, and I was like, okay, let's scrim them. Like maybe we're ready. We played like 2 games, lost in like less than 10 minutes, both of them. We were just like, after the game, you just apologize. You're like, I'm so sorry. Like, sorry for wasting your time.
come back in a couple months or something.
Yeah.
But what did you learn from that then? Just that you weren't ready?
I mean, you can learn. It's hard to learn in 10 minutes, right? But
true.
It's
just keep
actually it's harder to learn the more skill gap there is between you and the team you're playing against. Would you agree? Like, it's better to play against teams slightly better than you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not always good to just play against teams that are going to destroy you.
Yeah.
That's a little demoralizing, right? You got to build some confidence, get some W's.
Sometimes getting exposed can be decent too if you have some massive drafting flaws or something.
Every once in a while, but you don't want to just get exposed every
It's
single
not
game.
an everyday thing.
But suffering through a miserable game.
At least
and
we're learning.
Well, we got a draft up here now. Looks like VP versus OG. I believe it's going to be a OG actually picked first pick, and then VP, they took that Radiant side.
Cool.
What do you view on Sand King? I was saying I thought that was like one of the strongest heroes this patch, and it was kind of ignored like the first day or two.
I'm not here to talk about heroes, BSJ.
Damn it. What are you here to talk about?
I thought we were just going to chill.
Just chilling.
Shoot the shit, you know?
I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you too.
How have you been just enjoying? I've seen you chilled outside there, Peter. You just relaxing a little bit?
It's nice out here in California.
Dude, it's gorgeous.
You a cornhole player?
Not
He
really.
was
I'm more
in
of
his day.
I'm more of a deserver. I'm a little over the cornhole. A little too simple-minded.
What's
for me.
that Fiesta game? The
8-bit
drinking game?
Fiesta. Now, it is a drink game, but we don't play it like that. It's literally just mini games, right? And I mean, there's
Grant's
like
a legend.
there's like a tier 1 and a tier 2 in that game. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
pretty
kinda
much me at tier 1.
It's kind of like Frostivus, right?
Yeah, it's like me at tier 1, and then you have like PPD and Universe at tier 2, like really biting the ankles, but not quite there.
I've been really sandbagging so far.
Have you?
Because
I've been trashing.
I think it's all the pressure of having the matches and stuff, and watching all the
All right.
games, and like having to pay attention to these metas. And you know, last time I came here as a caster, and I really just felt
We
like
just played.
my 8-bit game was just top shelf
All right, so until after you win the tournament, you're not going to be ready to play full.
or eliminated,
Oh, here.
which is
I was trying to.
potentially tomorrow. At
I was
this point,
alley-ooping
so.
you, but all right,
No, it's cool. I don't need an assist.
all right.
I-
So you're more
It
like
is what it is, right?
a real Carmelo up there.
You're gonna lose me on Carmelo. He's really
Carmelo Anthony.
I know Carmelo.
He's an
Anthony,
ISO.
I just never really watched his games.
All right.
He
my
played for the
bad.
Nuggets, though, right? That's why you follow him.
Love him, yeah. Took us to Western Conference Finals, but we're not here to talk about that. CCNC, we're here to talk about some Dota. And right now,
Zai's playing some Third Strike.
yeah, him and that Mikey on the
Tendies.
left there, Tendies. Yeah, his nickname is Tendies because he loves chicken tenders.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true. He's really good. He's really good at all those games. You know, Bubble Bobble, Third Strike, eating Tendies. He just kills it at all of them.
Yeah, there's some people that are just good at arcade games.
And he's definitely one of them. Zai too. So
Older spirits, right?
yeah. Well, there's all the bands. Pure
Yep.
support heroes right now.
No Medusa in there.
So what's gonna happen
Sadly.
here? Is this an ogre first pick kind of game, Peter?
I would guess yes. But OG does a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Going with that
Shadow
Shadow Demon. We first picked some Shadow Demon yesterday. Didn't work out so
Yeah,
well.
I was gonna ask how.
See
that
how
worked out for you.
OG makes it work,
Yep.
or how VP exposes him. Fnatic looking super hot this tournament, right?
Yep.
5-1 now. That's
They-
like the best
killed
record.
it.
Is
Yeah.
that the best record?
Kingwin
it
was
is.
4-2. So
It
unless
is,
one of
yeah.
these 3 zeros, it is the best record. Pardon me.
Yeah. Well, I guess one of these teams is going to be 5-1.
Why not
At least
6-0?
one, yeah, could
Or
be
6-0.
I was about to say.
Oh no, Tuskman.
Hey, Tiny. So Shadow Demon OG did play it. I mean, like you said, it was against Sacred, so not much. I mean, you could definitely see how they moved around. They loved roaming on middle. They just sat fly middle, at least in that game, for the first 5 minutes, pretty much.
Yeah, he works really well with Jerax's Tusk and Earth Spirit, but both of those are banned. So we'll have to see what Jerax decides to play this game.
Night Stalker, Sand King band as well. We still have, I mean, Clockwork, bad versus Tiny, good versus AA. But it's going to be a Medusa.
Hype.
The first pick. Well, not first
This
pick,
is
first phase.
I'm having flashbacks to yesterday.
Wait, this
Little
was to you.
PTSD.
Little PTSD. That second pick, Dusa.
Is this how the order you picked him in? I actually
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
It
Shadow
was.
Demon
Okay.
and Medusa.
Shadow Demon Dusa. Games 2 and 3. Lost them both. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Happens. I mean, right?
Who's to blame?
Get the L's sometimes.
Probably me.
Oh, okay.
CCNC. What about you? Would you say
I
yourself?
was alley-ooping you again.
He doesn't need alley-oops. We've been
Yeah,
over
you're right.
this.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't
cool.
like assists. We went over this. Come
What can you do?
Now. Gonna go through some more bans here. Brewmaster, which has been first banned pretty consistently. Doesn't get picked, but gets banned again. Is there any... Sorry, I don't know if you're... I'm just checking.
BSJ, what's your favorite carries right now?
Favorite carries?
Can you hand me the one on the very right?
If
Like
you're trying to win
top
a game,
right.
what are you going
black.
for?
I mean, I think Tiny's top tier. He's
This
like impossible to shut
Thank
down.
you.
There you
And
go.
then I like Luna a lot too. I mean, LGD I'd say was picking it, but that obviously doesn't,
Work.
doesn't necessarily mean it's good. I mean, Morphling is obviously good too.
Jesus.
Any of these
Take
like
it easy,
flash
man.
farming carries I think are good. Like the ones that if you give them a decent start, they just get 3 or 4 items by 30 minutes. That's why Medusa's so strong in the mid lane too, I think.
Quinn, you're not even gonna say anything. He's just flaming your boy Ame like that.
You know, you can't argue with results.
I'm not saying he's like a bad player. I'm saying like if the it doesn't mean Luna's a good hero if the one team that's like really prioritizing it is losing.
So does that make it a bad hero?
It could go either way. Just doesn't
Really
mean-
depends on the team, right?
Yeah,
Anybody can pick any hero.
Yeah. I mean if like
That's why stats don't matter, right?
I mean if Virtus.pro, stomped Sacred with a draft, it doesn't necessarily mean that Virtus.pro's heroes are good.
Some would say stats don't lie.
Some.
Some, yes.
Not me. I'm not a big fan of stats. They're usually made up in the grand scheme of things. So, BSJ, you were the one who was talking about you think Terrorblade's good versus Medusa, right?
Yeah, that's nice because the illusion gets a split shot and kills their whole team. Yeah, but it's like, it is something that depends on the two lineups though, because if Medusa is allowed to be by herself, like meaning that she doesn't just dive, she's separated from her team, then the split shot doesn't actually hurt her at all. Like she doesn't kill herself. Heroes like Luna kill themselves against Terrorblade, so it's not quite as good as a counter to like I said, the Luna's out there. But I think it. What do you? Okay, Nyx got banned. I was gonna say I really liked it for Virtus.pro. Pretty common to pick with AA and good against Medusa. I mean, it kind of good against Medusa. I guess we saw that yesterday.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah. Medusa doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, there's not many 4s left. It's actually
Yeah, look at the bans.
It'll be kind of interesting to see what they take. But
Still Elder Titan in there, right?
Slaughter band.
Saldo time first.
No,
banned
Slaughter
a lot.
is not banned. That does seem he is really good against Medusa in my opinion.
So it looks like Tinker Brew banned out, and then 2 more 4s, and the Nyx and the Clockwork banned out. And there's an Omni Knight.
Ooh.
Let's the
Pasha
on
Omni Knight.
through.
I mean, so Virtus.pro has to pick something that deals with Dusa in terms of like the carry role. They have to pick like the PLs because Tiny alone does not do any damage. We've seen it, and the only team that pulled off a Tiny beating Medusa was Fnatic against you guys, I think, right? I'm not like trying to rub it in with the PL mid.
Don't worry, you didn't rub it in, I don't think.
Kind of sounds like you are.
Yeah, now that I've mentioned it like 4 times, I guess I am.
Just keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to use examples, man.
No, those
sorry.
examples are good. It's like when you're reading a textbook and you have the picture instead of the text.
Grant, I didn't realize by me accepting to cast and also asking Quinn to come join me that I was just going to get flamed by BSJ for 30 minutes.
I mean, we're both just
I
talent.
honestly
I'm
thought
not,
it,
I'm not
I thought it
his
was
leader.
gonna go. I
you
thought it
know?
was gonna go the other way.
Oh, there's a lot of...
What kind of tournament is this?
Who's running this? That's an Elder Titan pick. You called it, Peter. Good stuff.
Yeah, I got a real mind for stuff like this.
Yeah, you really do. The Omni Knight doesn't... Am I wrong? I thought last couple times I've seen Pasha play it, he's a Radiance buyer on that hero. Does he switch it up?
I haven't seen Omni Knights go for Radiance. It's a
bit.
bit slow of an
Right.
item. It's like if you're doing so well in a game that you want to buy a Radiance, you probably should just buy other items to keep putting on more and more pressure throughout the game.
Kind of like a consistent growth in power rather than like a sudden huge spike.
Yeah, and he's not some lone druid who's going to bust out a 50-minute Radiance, right? He's going to like limp his way to like a
20
20-minute Radiance or something.
I think we saw when it was when Sacred did lose. King Tekka did. He had like a 20-minute. They were losing. He had like a 20-minute Midas Radiance.
On Omni Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense why they lost then.
All right. I mean, didn't help. This was rough. Now VP OG, they're looking for this 4th pick. Neither. Oh, go on.
I was just say it's a pretty nice Omni Knight game. OG's safe lane is not too strong, and they have the potential of whatever this 4 is to help them out. So they may have a tricky time in their safe lane. We did
Still
see
like
OG
Slaughter?
put the Dusa in their safe lane though.
Yeah.
Do you still like the Slaughter? I don't see any other 4 left.
It's okay.
Could you just run a different hero here? Like, not one of the standard 4s your BSJ?
Maybe Rubik?
I
Oh.
mean, just
I
this
mean, what
guy's
can I
nuts.
say, you know?
That's why, Peter. This guy gets the gases.
Rubik AA, pretty timeless tri-lane, right? Been seeing this forever. Can go aggro. It's got a lot of damage. They all right-click.
The lift into toss is really nice too.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice against Shadow Demon as well. You can like steal Disruption and disrupt Medusa and cause a lot of problems.
The snake is also quite nice. We experienced that. It's
Yeah.
very hard to push this mid tower.
Yeah, Medusa only really casts one spell. Resolution's going to have to be on top of that mana shield toggle, which sometimes you just forget about in a game against Rubik.
Oh, because do you actually steal mana shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
still
I didn't know
shield.
that.
Yeah, you just got to...
All
You
my
used to
Rubik
do it with
games
split shot,
haven't paid
but-
off.
Hey, all right, BSJ. You learned something. You were teaching yesterday, but
Yeah.
today the teacher is a student.
I mean, he's a support player, you know.
Yeah, it's really just any hero, right? Like any hero that has a really good spell, you just want to make sure you cover it.
Yeah.
A lot of times people know that they're supposed to cover it, they just forget to, and that's when things go badly and Rubik starts owning.
And the Rubik players are always like ready to steal. Like they know what they're ready to,
Yeah.
what they want.
OG using a lot of their reserve time. VP already has as well.
I feel like Omni Knight's pretty good against Elder Titan
Definitely.
because like Elder Titan, you're scared to like run into fights because
I think the Omni Knight was a really great pick.
Yeah, but they like picked the Elder Titan in response to it. That's why I was confused a bit. It's like I feel like the Naxes and Jugs make it really easy to play, so that's just like the same idea. But now they can put any hero there.
Yeah, possibly because there was a very limited pool of 4s.
Yeah.
And they
That's
could have
true,
done Rubik as well. Like Jarex could have played Rubik, but Shadow Demon Rubik not the best support duo.
Yeah.
Really, you'd have a
Lack
super
damage.
weak safe lane, and that's not really what you want to have with a DOTA on your team.
This is true.
There's the puck pick for S4. Is there any chance of a drow on OG?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe. It's not bad.
I suppose that'd be a very OG thing to do. Find no-tell that hero that works for his playstyle.
I think this puck pick is kind of interesting because traditionally you'd see Tiny's picked against pucks in the safe lane because you could solo pretty easily. You have some kill potential with Rubik, but they picked it into the Tiny. So maybe they're thinking the Tiny is mid and they're trying to block pick carries because a lot of the carries have a rough time landing against the puck in the safe lane.
What if you just put the Medusa in the safe lane against Omni Knight, and then you ran puck mid, and then picked your offlaner last?
It's okay, but I don't think it's like you don't look at those heroes and think it's a particularly incredible puck game. And like if you're picking this hero for like its core matchups, and then it just got some mediocre core matchups, you put it mid.
It doesn't like kill Omni Knight, and Tiny with Shadowblade like kills you full to 0. So it's in the mid game at least. I always agree with you that not only is it a bad lane matchup for Puck, but it's also I think it's like a good game matchup for Tiny because the coil doesn't last as long. Like even the coil itself, we saw that the other day. I didn't know that how it worked, but the coil, not the stun, but the
actual coil.
Yeah, the actual coil only lasts like 3 seconds. It was insane. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, status resistance on Tiny is pretty busted.
Yeah, I think everyone has agreed on that being something that needs to be worked
Shadow Demon
on.
is pretty good against him though. The Soul Catcher. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, you can put him down. You can kill him pretty quick.
Yeah, these tanky like immobile heroes.
It's nice with the Omni Knight though. It's like you'll see this Tiny go for this like Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade, and he'll just get repelled and have really like no fear of going in.
That's
Is
true.
it's Dragon Knight.
Safe lane DK.
You think? Against
Possibly.
Omni?
It depends on.
I'm not saying. I mean, like they have. I guess safe lane Dusa mid DK maybe. They could go any. They could literally put any of them all 3 lanes. I
Yeah.
saw.
It'll be
Offlane
no-tell
DK.
on the Dragon Knight and Rezo on the Medusa, and it just depends on what VP last picks here for their mid lane.
Okay.
It's like they pick some Razor, like they'll put Dusa mid. Oh,
Ban
Razor's
Razor
banned.
yeah, they block
but
picked it themselves. Maybe they were planning. Like,
pick a hero that does well against Dragon Knight mid, you just throw Dusa there, and vice versa.
So VP, 10 seconds left to pick. Could use all their time. Looks like they've decided. You see them standing up, getting ready. Looks like someone's.
They need damage for Dusa,
Go to
like
the
a
bathroom.
like sniper or something. I don't know. A Morphling.
Okay, we haven't. We
Into
saw
ET,
Morphling, yeah.
man, that's scary.
But I guess because do you really think it's that hard of a counter now that Elder Titan has to be on top of him?
It's actually not.
The spirit
I
doesn't
think
work.
like with magic damage nukers it is because Morphling wants to mid game sit at like 500, 600 HP. So it's not necessarily meaning that you're gonna die to it, but if you have to sit with an extra 15 strength on Morphling, it does like remove a lot of the power of the hero, in my opinion. Because like with Puck Silence and ET Spirit, he actually dies if he's sitting on full agi.
Right.
So it just slows down his farm. But yeah, it's not as hard as it used to be.
Yeah, I think that puck pick was actually just like trying to block pick carries because they thought the Tiny would be mid. It's actually a pretty cool. If that's what they were doing, I think it's really cool because like you want to pick some harder carry, some game winner, but you're just picking this Morphling into puck. Even though it's a nice, like it's a game-winning hero, and if it gets farm, it'll win against most heroes. It's still like a little bit uncomfortable, but you almost have to pick it.
And they like always have to help the Morphling. Like if they leave the Morphling alone, unless he's like 3 levels ahead or something, the puck can really shove him out of lane.
And we're going in game.
We're going to game number
game
1,
series.
VP versus OG. Yeah, it's. I mean, pretty much each team.
Why'd
I
you
mean,
just steal my intro?
because you like stopped doing it.
I was.
He's taking a breath.
Did he
I was
stop doing
opening
it a
my
little?
Drink. I was opening my drink.
Oh, all right. Hit it up, bud.
All right, OG VP, game 3 game series coming up quick.
As
I feel like you stole his
natural,
gusto
right?
from the. He was.
I'm ready to host.
yeah, I feel like it. I
See
think
you, Red Eye.
See you later. You had it. We see 1 sec TS. I do want to say it looked like one of them was going to the bathroom, so I don't know if that was a lie. We saw on the player camera, but it's all good.
Yeah, can we
I'm
get a
not gonna
player
sell
cam?
them
Let's
out.
see what actually is going on. I want to make sure that none of them are talking to each other about their laning phase. Pausing there's nothing more disgraceful than pausing at the beginning of the game.
You have any specific players you'd like to call out for that?
I got.
Oh, there's so many. So many. Too many to name, I think.
Yeah.
You think it's to
Okay.
be frowned upon to like give the teams a like if they're a little unsure about how they want
I
to
think the
organize
admin should be like peering over there and be like, no, don't talk. You pause the game, you say nothing. You fix the issue.
no extra time to discuss.
Exactly.
Yeah. If
It's like somebody DCs, like let's just say a computer's lagging, and somebody DCs for 2-3 minutes in the middle of the game. What do you think the 5 of those players are doing while the admin tries to fix what's going on, or they try to fix what's going on?
talking about life.
They're talking about the next 10 minutes of the game. They're
That is
taking
true.
a break, a strategy pause.
What wasn't there a tournament
Yeah,
thing
there
about
was.
adding tactical pauses?
They had it. They had the like.
Who
I
was
think
it?
There's Starlighter, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they
How'd you
allowed
feel about
to
that,
have a
Peter?
one
Not very
tactical
good.
pause.
I'm
Dumb.
personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I've also been playing this game forever, so I'm like,
Purist.
any change, yeah, exactly. Any changes are a little bit off-putting for me. I just think Dota is like I think like coaches being able to draft too is kind of ridiculous.
Oh my.
I just think that Dota is like this hour-long match, right? And part of it is being able to think quickly and
Keep up with the pace of the game.
Exactly, keep up with the pace of the game because some teams play really fast and other teams play slower, and the teams that play slower give you more time to think.
Yeah.
The battle begins.
Makes sense. Resolution
I like
getting
that idea.
zoned
I never
out.
thought
He
about
dropped his stout shield on him.
And drafting is also a part of the game, and that's why the 5 players who are playing the game should do it.
All right.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. I'm with you. Now.
That's just my opinion. It's
Oh.
pretty irrelevant.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're captain.
who are you really? You know.
That's just whatever.
Okay, so they're
There you
doing the
go.
morph mid. That's pretty cool. That way they don't have to do this thing where they commit all 3 heroes to their safe lane super hard. And it'll probably do quite well against the DK.
We saw that in a couple series the first day where they put the Morphling against like Lone Druid, and then I think the other one was.
Is this a 6 versus 6 fight here? Looks like it's going to be. We have the Radiant supports rotating in. Look at that. They have the extra damage, but they're bringing him down pretty darn quick. He fairy fires up, but Ramses does go down. Jerix is going to be alive, and Lil, he's losing most of HP and fly. Oh, can he get this deny? Probably not.
Level 1 attribute shift is really weak, so it only does 1 now. And
You saw him trying, yeah.
he like tries, he just doesn't gain anything.
Can't
It used
really-
to be more.
Can't really keep up with the damage and also the disruption. He gets the full agi morphlings, right?
Yeah.
They do a lot.
In the later stages, you can actually morph like during disruption, so it's really not that powerful. But at this point, it's scary.
But you can turn it on while.
Yeah, while you're disrupted.
What?
I didn't
Should
know
that be
that.
allowed, you think?
Should that be?
I think it's
I
fine.
think it's
yeah.
illegal.
Well, I mean, do you think that was intended, right?
Yeah, I mean it's works just like Abaddon Ultimate.
Grant,
where
where's
it's
your-
like you
where's
can
your
use it
referee
during
costume?
anything except silences.
I don't know. I got kicked off
Where's your
the last
whistle?
time. Don't got it. I would have called him on this, though. Uh-oh. Comes a stun. He can't quite get anything, and Jerix just going to back out.
Tiny does not care about these people.
Do you think, I know a lot of other people are talking about the giving cleave on denies with Tiny. Is
Oh,
that a big,
yeah,
is
it's
that
annoying.
it's a big problem with that hero, right?
You can get it like like the power to get a deny and a last hit at the same time is something that pretty much no heroes
Ooh,
have.
Art's
What's
coming.
going
TA's
on
got
here?
it.
That is true.
Here we go. They stun him up. They're going to try to do damage. There's the Dragon Tail, level 2. They're going to go in, but look who's here. It's Lil, and they're going to go for the kill. The extra damage with those little chilly fingers, a little cold outside for December.
Careful, guys. There's a level 2 Dragonite running at me.
With stun.
He's looking real mean.
S4 does go down. No one is.
Solo kill.
I think no one's killing it right now.
Yeah, this is a good lane matchup. So I was surprised that that was a good adjustment you said by VP to put the Morphling mid because the Tiny just owns puck so hard.
Does Tiny have a bad lane matchup?
Omni can be really annoying actually. I think that's the only one I've ever been like, I can't just crush this lane.
Even then, like, all right, you just have the tree. You just
It's
get
not bad. I'm saying
Yeah,
like
it's not
every
bad.
yeah. I guess you said there's already bad ones.
I love how you can like throw the tree at like an area, but you can also just click on someone and it just chases them.
Yep. It's only like 100 damage in the early stages for
casual
20 mana.
Just casual 100. And now, Jarek's just trying to help out S4 down here after that solo kill, but no one has Lil's help middle. No-Tail's just getting chased down on the other side of the map, level 3. This feels a little bit rough right now for OG in both middle and bottom lane.
What do you think about DK into AA CCNC?
It's
feel
not
like it's
super
hard.
pleasant. I was thinking about why they picked this DK hero. I think it may have been because they didn't think there was a safe laner that they could like duel or tri-lane against the Omni and he would have a good time. It's like a pretty garbage Razor game or something.
And it was banned.
Oh yeah, it was banned too.
Oh, No-Tail gets the Fairy Fire
I
off
feel like
and he
the whole
will
point of
survive.
DK is to like give no craps about dying when you're pushing towers. AA just shreds you.
Yeah, they may have picked it for the lane presence. They wanted to have some dead laner and then maybe play around their puck. But this Morphling duo mid, I think, kind of messes that up. They may have got bamboozled in the laning setup.
Bamboozled.
Can you define bamboozled for our non-English speakers at home?
To be utterly confounded.
I think you
did
have to
not
also
help at all.
define.
To be confused.
To be confused, that's
Can't use a fancy vocab word and then define it with another.
really make people think here.
Thinking.
But Soul Ring now up on the DK, still only level 3. 4 minutes in, feels like Morphling's getting the better of him. That's the DK though. And now Artstyle versus Fly.
Yeah, this mid lane's been
Oh.
a disaster for them.
And Ramses actually hits the max range on that waveform. Oh, even going for the chicken, it almost goes down. In comes Jarek's, but what are you going to do? Not much.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's one of the weaknesses of this SD-ET combo, right? They just don't really have any lockdown between the two supports.
He's
or
getting
things.
chased down. He should die here. Goes for the deny onto the newts. Can't quite get it.
Like
Yeah.
certain cores are vulnerable, right? But like these are not. Like you can't kill Morphling or.
Yeah, we
Omni.
talked about the Morphling back in the day when the Spirit, the aura followed the Spirit, right? You throw the Spirit on Morphling and he'd have like 0 armor because all of his agility armor, went away and he was really squishy. But now Morphling's just all over the place and ET really just can't keep up with them.
Yeah, having to put yourself in the fight as ET is like not what you want to do.
Just die instantly, right?
Yeah.
Morphling does way too much damage right now for that.
Now we have a disruption coming out. It is on Pashu. Just got his phase boots, but will it be enough to get him away? Sure isn't.
Got him with the snake. And
Look at
No-Tail's
this.
having trouble again, guys.
Will he go down? Sure does, and it's to Ramses. He is raking in the gold. Artstyle taking quite a bit of damage, but Jarek's does see Lil coming from bottom and can't even go after the AA.
This is alarming for OG to have the Dragon Knight having such a poor laning phase. I mean, he's at 18 CS, which isn't bad.
Oh, Fly. Not really any mana left, though. That's a problem, and that's going to cause him from getting a kill.
Yeah, this DK hero, whenever you're killable in the laning stage, it's like really spooky and just a bad sign because
Yeah, he's supposed to be this dead laner that just sits there and fire breaths over and over, right? Just
Yeah.
CSs, and if you ever leave your tower, he starts hitting it.
yeah, but when he's killable, it sort of ruins his game because the whole game, like if he's killable early, then he's going to be killable the rest of the game.
Jarek's.
Sleep.
It's a stun, but it's a very, very little sleep. Lift him up, throw him back. He is going to get frozen. Artstyle getting thwacked on, but the Chili Fingers come out. S4 will pick up a return kill, maybe 2. Ramses is coming, though.
Yeah, he's trying to get closer to his Morphling. Smart positioning from Lil.
And now trying to juke and jive. This guy that Lil wants to kill 2, but now S4 wants an oh. Chili Willy's back, and they're going to freeze S4, but he just goes away.
Yeah,
Chili Willy,
but
huh?
even still,
Chili Willy.
I've never heard him called that before.
Whoa. What do you call him usually? Just AA?
Yeah. I think so.
Something like that.
I call the chilling touch a couple different names.
Man.
I like chili fingers.
Yeah,
that's
he
a
calls
good- I
them the
think
fingers.
that's-
Like
I
you've
think
been,
Chili Fingers is the best.
Like your hands deep in some chili cheese nachos.
Oh,
what
okay.
you
I thought
think
it was for
about
being
whenever you
cold,
use
but that makes sense to me too, I guess.
That's a
Are you a
Kona
bean?
answer for sure.
Are you a bean guy in your chili cheese nachos now? All right. I know that's a big debate.
I got a texture problem.
Beans, yeah.
I agree with that actually.
Art style
I've resignated.
is going to go down to S4. Looks like 2 more last hits. He is uphill. Doesn't miss, and S4 gets him.
So if you attack from uphill and then the attack ends when you go downhill,
They
how-
fixed it. It always hits now.
Okay, it always hits because it used to.
It
not.
used to not.
Damn.
It was one of those fixes.
Some mechanics
One of those
experts here.
one of those beta things.
Yeah. Oh, I love stuff. I mean, you know me. I just love watching people last hit against each other. You have to know those things.
Yeah, I'm against being a beta.
What?
Wait, oh, we're talking about beta from, oh, my bad.
BJ, are you a dad joke guy?
I am. Thought you'd know that by now. Don't you watch my stream?
It's just sometimes it's hard to tell. The irony is too
Bulba
strong.
couldn't tell when I was joking.
Yeah, Bulba's got some good jokes too.
Bulba's got really good street smarts.
Yeah. Middle lane, they're going for it. OG, gonna get a put under Resolution. Will he be okay? He's
Not
just
looking
getting
okay.
melted right now, and Resolution in a ton of trouble. Ramses looks so powerful right now, and he's just going forward. There could be 4 Shadow Poisons. He needs to be very careful here, but he's just gonna get the kill on Fly. And now Jarek's gonna try to hit him a little bit. They can't pop the poison yet.
He's fine, actually.
He's got 12 stick charges.
He doesn't have any more to morph though.
He's gonna
Strength
he's
treads?
fine.
Strength treads?
Oh my.
Oh, it didn't quite make it.
Strength treads?
He's still running.
He's fine.
He's got the agi charge for move speed, man. Come on.
That's
Excuse
true.
me?
That's true.
Yeah, 2 move speed, dude.
2 move speed, huh?
It did pay off.
It's
He
value.
did survive, and wow. So VP gets a huge kill there, and not even the return kill on the morph like they thought they would get.
Yeah, and they tried to make this lane switch for the DOTA mid to put DK top, but DK is not even super happy up here. Omni Knight comes and shrines up, and now is going to go back with full mana and continue to just super body this DK. He's going to have to lead the lane pretty soon.
Yeah, you look at the net worth, right? The 3 leaders on the Radiant side. DK just now passing up the Omni Knight. Looks like he used his Dragon form and had to back out. Couldn't really get too much harass in the tower, and by that I mean 0.
Is that a 1-1-3 build on DK? Is that what I
Yeah,
saw?
it's because he skilled the stun level 1, right? And he
Oh.
wanted the more points in the E, I guess, for the lane, but
That can't feel too good when you're trying to farm a lane or something.
That just
It's
doesn't,
okay,
yeah,
right?
It kind of sucks, but maybe you have to.
You don't really need. I mean, having like 2 points in Fire Breath is preferred, right? But even with 1, like you're still getting the CS.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be tough against Omni Knight with phase. He doesn't have quelling though, so I'm sure you can still contest CS. But their laning phase has been total disaster, I think. How do they come back?
I think just trying to slow the game down, right, for the Medusa. That's like their only way back in the game. Because she
Stop.
does farm faster than Morphling, but I don't think VP's going to give him that. Like, they have all these up-in-your-face heroes. The Tiny, he's probably going to go like Shadow Blade, Morphling.
What can No Tail do here? He's just
TP out.
running in circles. Yeah, try that, and look at this. Fly gets caught out in the open. It's 2 sports, but Resolution coming over to help out his buddy. But Fly's moving forward, and the Medusa is not. A little miscommunication. He will go down, and now Pasha is running over. Gets the heal off on Art Style and saves him.
Very aggro play.
Oh, up here, though. They're going to find one. No Tail will stun him up. It is Pasha, and just not killing the phase boot. Windlace Omni Knight there.
Omni Knight's way too good of a landing phase for you to kill him in this early game. It's gonna be a while before he dies.
Is Morphling and Omni just near impossible to kill right now?
I don't think they can touch him. I think they're gonna need Puck to have 4/4 on his spells and a blink dagger.
yeah, their heroes just kind of have naturally low damage, right? You pick SDET, they're kind of low damage heroes early on, and whenever the heroes that not normally you'd be enabling some heroes that are going to have damage, so you can actually make moves or something, but both of their playmakers had bad lanes, right? So you're kind of in this scenario where you're getting pressured everywhere and you're just chilling and trying to hit neutrals and climb your way back.
Oh my.
I think Puck's done okay. I mean, we talked about him having a rough matchup. All things considered, he's still the top net worth on his team. It's I think it'd be.
Oh, can they get this? Oh, he might hit it. No
They
Tail
got it.
has the stun.
That's huge.
Uses it. Level 2 breath is enough. There you go. They do get the kill. It looked like
Lane
they
tax
thought
right there.
it was a 1v1, right? And then Elder Titan just came through, ruined it.
Early blink on the Tiny.
Treads
that's
Aquila
scary.
and Blink.
That's tough to deal with. He's got 4/4 as well.
Yeah, Puck dies to a combo now. Starts getting really hard for him to play the game.
Pretty much everybody dies to a combo.
What, the Medusa?
It actually hurts the Medusa at this stage in the game. Later it won't.
Yeah,
but-
Dusa's still gonna be hurting to that for sure.
So what would you, I mean, don't tell us what you would do. What do you think OG should do right now? Do they just keep getting the Medusa farm? Do you just work around her?
Well, now that Tiny has Blink, it's really important that you predict the movements of the Tiny. Maybe have some deep lane wards up or something that helps you predict where he's going to be.
Well, top lane. They're fighting under a shrine. It's a 2-on-2. Ramses is repelled and just right-clicking, going for Jerks. He has a waveform. He actually hits it. Raindrop will save him as well as his wand. They need one more hit. And Pasha's very aggressive. Can he get the attack off? Oh, this might be a kill. Nope, gets the heal off. Should he have?
Stout shield.
I think
Did
for
the
the most
Medusa?
part, like, they have to. I mean, they're killing the A bottom, which I think is really good. They didn't like respond to what Morphling's doing. I kind of view him as what I call like a dead hero. Like they can't really do anything to him at this stage in the game. So like wherever he goes, they kind of just have to run and let him have his pace in the game. And like you said, they can predict the movements of the Tiny and counterplay those.
Yeah.
And maybe try to kill the Omni when he's like not with the Morphling. But when the Morphling, like they have no way of killing Morphling ever.
What level of stun does the Elder Titan have?
3, I think.
Could he have just let the tower hit him a few more times to kill him without the Medusa weight
Towers
game
don't
up
hit
there?
you anymore, right?
They don't. I thought it was hitting him. Could
Do
be
they?
wrong.
They don't, right?
No, that was a lingering hit from
Doesn't-
before he got
Oh,
stunned.
okay, it was. All right.
Yeah, that was like when ET was completely broken. They changed.
Thanks,
that.
guys.
Yeah, man.
No-Tail is harassing that tower nicely bottom. They're making a little bit of space, getting a little bit of that gold, and he's just going to go for it. Ramses does too. Gets it an eye, though. And now he's just going to walk back. He'll have a lane to farm pretty soon here once it pushes. They do get a nice tower. VP is only up 1k at this point. It feels like Fly, he's gotten killed a lot, but he's also created a lot of space on the map. Just move around to every different lane. It's a boring DK game, Quinn. Would you be having fun playing DK in this?
When is a fun DK game?
DK is a pretty fun hero.
You think so?
You bop some towers, you can't get hit, you know?
Is it fun to play him against like AA though, where you like can't do that?
I mean, no, not really.
Yeah.
It's less fun.
Bought a hood, treads
Alright.
hood.
We're still playing Dota, though, as Peter said.
Yeah, exactly. You're still playing.
Still in
The
there.
dream.
They've actually made a pretty impressive recovery from the start they had. Like, it's shocking that they don't have, like, all the tier 1s dead.
OG's is super good at that though.
And there it is. Doesn't get the combo off, but A-Blast comes in,
Oh,
gets the
No-Tail
kill.
got clipped.
And now No-Tail's in a lot of trouble. Ramses gets a kill on Fly as well elsewhere, but will No-Tail be able to survive this? He's juking. Oh my, and it's nighttime.
Is it the shoes?
He broke the ankles.
Excuse me.
I must say, like, kind of jinxed him a bit there. Like right after you said they shouldn't lose all their tier 1s, they feed 2 kills and.
And lose their tier 1s.
Yeah.
It's rough. But a nice juke there by the DK. Resolution doing the big farm over here where you just farm like 3 camps.
Yeah, this is the sweet spot for the Snake Mother. She just chills next to her shrine, farms the ancients forever.
Snakes it up. Do you enjoy playing Medusa when you play it? Like, do you enjoy throwing the snakes out and stuff, or would you rather play like Lina and stuff?
Since when has Dota ever been about enjoying the heroes that you're playing?
Yeah, it's more about if the hero's good, all right, I enjoy playing it
all
because
about
we're
the W.
going to win.
Well, as a pro, but when you were a casual, maybe.
When's
Did
never
you-
been a casual?
Have you never been a casual? You were always playing for the top?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Even when I just started, like playing against some guy and he just kills me 40 times with Ricky and just pick Ricky every game because of that.
So, all right, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That's a good mindset. It's a mindset of a winner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was a kid in recess that like couldn't stand losing like a dodgeball game. You know, like back in like 3rd
Would you
grade.
get mad?
Like,
Like,
you throw a fit?
I wouldn't like throw a fit, but like I would be the one trying to get everyone motivated to win. I'd be like, "Come on, guys! Like, don't give up." You know, that kind of stuff. Probably not that constructive though.
there's DK. He has the hood, so the stun toss combo doesn't kill him. We're gonna see a save by Fly. Jerix gets an ulti up. Looks like it is gonna hit on Rubik. And that's about it. A very long, drawn-out fight. All cooldowns being used. Nice coil will help save No-Tail. Are they going to go for it? No-Tail no longer Dragon Form. Ramses at the end. He's going to walk off. No one doesn't have mana. And now the Stomp's going to fly. Can they somehow get a kill? Little's here. There's just been no kills this fight.
All
Correct.
the cores are so tanky.
Wow.
Who's taking the DD?
I mean, that was, I think, only,
That's a spooky HP amount.
what?
Just run around with 20 HP. That's what Morphlings do.
Yeah, I realize if he's morphed full agi, the Omni heal is actually all of his health.
It's nice.
It's combo.
It's a combo.
I didn't even think about that, but that's efficiency.
Hated the DD.
Stun toss coming out now, and this time gets another save from Fly. The tree actually hits on both of them in the back. No-Tail, will he go down? Sure looks like it. Lives a little bit longer. S4 gets a 3-man waning rift and orb. Lil is dead. Resolution
Oh, Lil. So greedy. But you might get a return kill from it.
on resolution. Now Ramsey's moving forward. Fly is going to go down as well. But whoa, S4 comes in.
Nice one, S4.
Looks like he will shrine up. He might try to fight this. Can he go for art style? Looks like he's nervous. Does get hit by the waveform. He's getting hit up, uphill,
Missed.
miss.
He calculated that. He knew it was coming. Pseudo random chance.
That's not how it works.
It isn't.
It's not on uphill misses.
I think uphill miss is just the flat percentage.
Yeah.
I knew that. I was testing you.
Ah, all right.
Pseudo random uphill misses.
Yeah, man.
That'd
be crazy.
I thought it was Suedo, like Play-Doh.
Yeah, I actually think that is how you pronounce it.
It's like
it
it's
Suedo? Is it actually?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Greek,
no,
isn't
it's
it?
It's actually Suedo.
Wow.
Yeah,
Brian.
it's Greek.
That's eye-opening.
I think the Italians had some saying the word as well, but the
Do you know
words
the
word
language
is,
of origin? Is it Greek?
yeah, it's Greek.
Oh.
Gotta know these things.
Were
when
you the
you're
kid that
hosting.
won the spelling bee back in like? fifth
Nah,
grade?
absolutely not.
Oh.
I did know how to spell some. You know when you played video games early and you saw these crazy words you could just spell randomly?
Yeah.
I could do that, but
Okay. Okay.
not a good speller. Or math.
What
I
are
really
you
like
good at?
reading.
Oh, okay.
Anyone else like reading on this couch? Just some books?
I'm not a reader.
Just
Is
reading a
reading
book
the-
like before night.
Is reading the most funnest?
Before night.
Yeah, reading's really funner.
The
Uh-oh.
most funliest.
Yep, and there we go. Demonic Purge, they will get a kill on Lil, it looks like.
I've seen so many people die in their safe lane in this game, just alone.
Something.
Dragon Knight,
Well,
Elder
I mean,
Titan.
That's where you're
AA.
supposed to farm, right?
Rubik.
It's a
But-
safe lane. That's
But
how
you
it
baited
works.
out
It's
space,
safe.
right? They
Yeah,
took
it's safe.
They
All
took a
lanes
tier
is safe
2.
lane.
Right.
That's all
Took a
of
tier one.
Morphling's health actually with those 2 hits. Then he just gets it back with 1
Oh
hit.
my goodness, Ramsey's just dominating that tower.
I think one of the reasons OG is so good at these comebacks and playing from behind like this is because, like, S4 is always thinking about how team fights should go and how, like, the way you need to take a fight to win. If you hear him talk about Dota, he's always talking about that. Like, how they need to take this fight to win the game. It's pretty cool.
Huh?
Smart guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going Crimson
TI
Guard.
winner.
TI winner.
Well, why is he getting Crimson Guard this game on Omni Knight?
Against
Opposed
Medusa,
to
it's really good, I
Shivas or
think.
something? Just for that?
Yeah, I mean, like they have limited damage already on OG. We were talking about that in the early game. And if you like, I don't know how he dies if he has Crimson Guard, and he saves the rest of his team too.
It's pretty good. You see the medallion up on the AA, so they can do some Roches if it, you know, if the time's right.
Yep, nice support item pickup. Nobody else, no cores in your team buying a medallion or a solar crest. It's always nice to have that on a support to make those Roshan attempts just a little bit faster.
Tiny likes it too because you can't like even though he gets armor from his ult now, he like can't once he goes in he's like in. So you just tank him up with glimmers and medallions.
Glimmer Cave, you don't see that item as much anymore. Did it get nerfed or just?
It's
There it
still,
is, coming with
it's
it.
still solid. It's just there's just other items that are better, like the new Spirit Vessel is super popular on supports, and I think the medallion for like this Roshan as well is super clutch.
Alright, and here comes the Elder Titan. Gonna get some damage up over here. Can you get a
Hit him.
nice stomp? Oh. Won't hit anyone. Repel comes out and Ramsey just moves. They're gonna go for this. This looks like it might be a full 5-on-5 fight. No Tail going to the front line. Has a little damage with the Sange now.
Is he making a halberd or a Sanji Yasha?
It's up to him, I guess.
I would think.
Oh, middle lane. They're going to go for the Morphling. They get so close to bring him down. That silence, but now he's going to get the Strength Morph. And here comes the A Blast. Hits onto No Tail only. Resolution in a broken spot, but he does get his ultimate off, which might save him from this initiation. They're going to go for this Omni Knight, but Guardian Angel's already out. S4 again wants Little on the back line, but they just blow up No Tail. Even with that hood, so much HP, and no one's just going to chase him down. Nice use of Ramsey's Morph. Puts him under.
Stole the disruption.
Yeah.
And Stone Gate.
And Stone Fizz.
Oh yeah, Rubik's Stone.
And this is just a
Better.
fight VP.
That was a Morphling
Loved
disruption.
it.
Gotta tap
Yeah.
tap that mana shield.
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, I didn't think about the GA against DOTA. It's pretty nice. Whenever she stun gazed, you can kind of just ult and run into her like a
Yeah.
nutcase.
I suppose so. You don't have to worry about it. You just get the stone gaze over with.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I've already been stunned. We'll
Yeah.
continue to play the game.
And now they're going to get it. The Roshan will go down. Stomp will fly. Slow it down by about 0.5 seconds. And now Blade coming on Morphling in about 1,500.
Would you say that's the dream PPD? Playing against
What's the dream?
playing against a Morphling with an E-Blade as a support.
Oh. Yeah, you just need to stay away in the back, or else you're just going to get one shot. Morphling is one of the best carries right now for sure, and being a support against Morphling, I mean, he doesn't even have to E-Blade you. You just die to Waveform and Adaptive Strike, and like a right click, right? So
Yeah,
he'll
with the
tap
new
you.
waveform or like attacks targets. it's
Yeah,
even
he hits you
quicker.
like, he waveforms you, and while he's waveforming, he hits you, and then he hits you once more. You're pretty much just dead if you're sitting like anywhere around 900 to 1,000 HP.
That's depressing.
Yes.
That was very close to going the other way, that fight, right? Ramses was silenced by the puck, and he had like 200 HP, and they just couldn't have the
Hey,
finish.
if they would, it was a cool idea from OG
Yeah.
to try and burst him there, and they almost got him. Pretty unfortunate that he ended up living, and the turnaround from the Omni Knight was too much. But a solid attempt. I thought it was going pretty well from them in the beginning, but
Morphling's just one of those heroes. You either burst him right at the start or he's never dying.
yeah.
I like the Atos pickup though on ET.
Ooh, Jarek's very close to walking into trouble.
Like tanks him up against the E-Blade and also like
Breaks-
lockdown too.
Break some Lincolns.
That too.
Pasha has the full Crimson Guard. Now he's going to go pick it up.
Yeah, it's really nice against the Medusa split shot since they're already reduced the damage. On top with the Crimson Guard on top of that, they kind of get to the point where they're a little tickly.
No one gets kill on Fly, just finds him. And now they are going to go for him, though. Can they kill Tiny? I'm surprised. Oh, he jukes it nicely.
See that coil lasts like 3 seconds.
And now he's going to get slept, but it's not enough. Look at who's here. Ramses. Lil has it again. It's his stone form. He's going to try to get in front of him. Doesn't even really need to. S4 will take off that Aegis, and Lil's in a little bit of trouble, but he has to be careful. Nice stomp. Will slow down the cores of VP.
All right, got the Aegis. That's something.
Lost
Fortunate
DK
you had to
for it.
lose your Dragonite, but this Dragonite is like out of the game right now. 6.6k net worth.
Oh, they might find a puck. Pasha doing a ton of damage. Waveform comes in.
So yeah, he's got Blink.
Yep, he does. Do they know where he went? Looks like Lil might have an idea. He has Blink Dagger. If he gets uphill, he can see where he goes.
They'll live.
Oh, that was close. If he had his aura toggled,
He,
it was
he
on
did.
cooldown.
I thought it was.
No, it was
Does he
on
have
defensive.
the-
It was on
Does he have the
defensive.
plus damage talent? Is that the one on the left? All right, all right.
So he did all he could.
Yeah, it's
It was literally like 3-second cooldown on his aura toggle.
Damn. Very close. Almost a great play. Lift on cooldown. And now the F-Blade is up on Morphling, though. So does this make it changes OG's get? Do they just have to 5-man the rest of the game now?
Pretty much.
it's an okay game for them to try and split push. It's just tough against Tiny
Oh,
sometimes.
they're going for Pasha. Nice use of the Hurricane Pike by Rezo to stun him, but Pasha will get the Guardian Angel, and there's the F-Blade used. Ramses didn't want to go in without his Aegis.
Hooked him, but not enough. Didn't get him on the blast.
Pasha still getting chased down by S4. Maybe trying to bait him in. But a 0-for-0 trade.
Exciting meta with all the cores that are just really hard to kill. Talking about that yesterday with Samil.
How do you change that then?
Hey, why change it? Is it that bad? I think the games have been pretty entertaining.
I don't mind the games overall. I think like not being able to play, the Ursas and stuff is a little depressing for players like me.
Oh,
Hero
I see what
puddles
you're
and all.
saying. Yeah. That's like, yeah.
What are you laughing at?
There's just certain teams that don't play this style, right? There's certain carry players that don't prefer these like incredibly hard carries. Not every carry player specializes in Morphling, Luna, DOTA,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Some of these, like, you're talking about Ursas and Monkey Kings and these,
I just
like,
want to kill people.
Oh,
man.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
That
That's
is-
not really, kills aren't really that important right now.
That is not good for them. They get the puck, actually. He's been doing a ton of the work in this. Radiant gets that tier 2 middle tower. Disruption's going to come back. He does get thrown back. And he's there. A-Blast is going to hit him.
That
But
Shadow
it's
Demon
banished
skill is
again.
actually sick.
Yep, and now look at this. They go forward. Resolution will go down. He has buyback. So does Puck. Are they going to use it? Are they going to let No Tail go down? Still tanking.
It's like if you buy back, what are you really changing, right? They haven't been able to kill anybody for 8 minutes, and a buyback isn't going to change anything here.
So you just lose the middle racks?
Yeah, so you
Looks
buy
like they're gonna defend
back
now.
on DOTA. They're trying to do something here to Ramses, but it's just
Well,
not
it's
going to
a lot.
happen.
Yeah, Morphling very farmed. There's the Glamour Cape. Throws out the Strength. Stuns him. Now they're going to get a tier 3 at least. We'll see if they continue on. Looks like they will.
Tiny hits like a truck.
Loses tree now. Throws out his stun.
So we got VP taking game 1 here.
Are you a little surprised, or after the draft did you
No,
like theirs?
I'm not surprised
Not
at all.
surprised at all.
I really didn't like the Shadow Demon ET combo. We ourselves, yesterday, we picked Shadow Demon first pick and Deduce second pick and had little to no success with it. Maybe not the best opener.
She's not like a Luna, where even though she has nice illusions with the split shot, she doesn't do like a ton of mid-game damage like Luna does. You know what I mean? Do you think that's like the defining difference, or is there something? Is there more to it than that?
I'm not talking about it.
Fair enough.
CCNC, you've been a little quiet this game. What have you picked up from it in general? If you had to learn one thing from this game, what have you learned?
I don't know. You have to be careful about these lane swaps with this, like Morphling and Tiny and this stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to play against because if you get tricked by it or you forget about it, and then suddenly you're in the situation where you just lose 3 lanes and the game is almost impossible to play.
sense. Kai on puck. He's had it for a bit now. Going for a Lotus Orb on Pasha.
Would you agree that like what separates the biggest, like the best teams in the world, is from maybe the step down, is how they organize their lanes in this creative way to like counter what the enemy team is trying to do? Like I think the multi-unit was a huge part of the success, right?
The disruption lasted half a second.
Yeah, tiny double.
And Demonic Purge already gone as well. They're going to get put under by his own man here.
S4 got clipped by that AL while he's trying to shrine.
Not help him. Stun comes out. He does have the hood. No team wants to commit here. Ramses, he really wants to, but he's holding back. Now AA has a Solar Crest.
Oh, they got an Omni time.
That's it. Omni in a little trouble. Does get Glimmer Cape. Now they're just diving in. No one kills No Tail pretty damn quick after that. OG Fly bursted by Ramses. People are just dropping.
That might be the end right there.
Probably one more uphill defense at this tier 3. Oh.
An incredibly optimistic uphill defense is what I think we're about to see.
We'll see. Ramses almost level 20. What
did
are
I
his
say?
talents? I don't even know.
Target's
Oh,
allies
yeah.
are longer, yeah. Usually take the allies. It works really well with the tree grab. The buff lingers, so you like cleave on ranged attacks.
Pretty good Tiny too, right?
Yeah, that's
That's it, yeah, get triggered. Oh, and they're going in. Look at this. This Medusa takes so much damage. He does get off his ulti. He's just gone. Ramses will get Crimson guarded, so tower's doing nothing to him. Free racks.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim.
Stun toss combo on S4 with Ramses coming in to help.
Has he died? I can't see.
Ramses died level 1, remember?
Ah, yeah, that's right, to the DK stuff.
Since then?
Nothing. 212 CS. Yeah, you see there, Tiny hasn't died. He's had an immaculate game.
Yeah, people always talk about the VP core players, and for good reason.
Lil steals it again. Freezes up one, it's No Tail. And they're just going to take the tower and back out. They're all low HP. No Tail gets 4-step forward. Can he get anything? No, he just gets F-bladed. And now they're just going to Shrine heal up, and looks like Roche might be up.
DK's almost got that Sanchignash complete.
That's hit a rough game.
Yeah. That slow will change a lot in these fights.
Yeah, he's been working on it for a while, so building up to it. I'm trying to, you know, point out something.
I have seen a couple Medusas win against Megas, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
as well.
27K is a large amount though.
Yeah, that's big.
1,000 for every kill.
Damn,
Wow.
that's math.
That's called, yeah, quick math
Stats.
right there, yeah.
Appreciate that. Always good to have someone on the
BSJ
panel.
That's what I bring to the table sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
You should just become a stats guy.
I should.
Just make
Watch
up
out,
random,
Nahaz, I'm
just
coming
say
for
random
you.
stuff.
It works. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, you don't lose your voice.
Oh yeah, Peter. I was talking to other people. What would you know? Your on Twitch, your subs. What are your fans called?
What? Who are you,
You know-
who are
you,
you talking
Peter.
to about this?
You.
You said you were talking to
Yeah,
other
Yeah, we were talking about it
BSJ,
yesterday, yeah.
people who stream like Sumail. Like, what are your fans called? You know?
They don't have a name.
They don't have a name.
They're actually not even existent, I think.
Oh no, man. Green wall is made, but No Tail taking so much damage from Ramses. Goes for it. They get the kill. Ulti is gonna fly from Resolution. AA blast. Oh, barely gets out of there. Mask of Madness, give him the move speed to get there.
These baby blasts are hard to land,
Pretty small.
especially when every single carry has a 4-staff.
And Puck. A little bit of harass, but the two siege units are alive.
Morphline's got so many stats. It's actually just impossible to take him down.
Only the DK has a buyback here. They're going to go in, get a silence as well as that. Oh, Manta dodges the stomp. Goes forward and just gets an easy kill onto Fly. Little already has drop, but they're just getting megas. Jarex can't do anything to stop it. They do get a stun off on him. Can they do anything? Earth Splitter coming. Doesn't hit onto anyone. He's trying to juke down. Tosses him back. Can he save his teammate? No.
They got him.
As I
His
say
second
that.
death. This is it. The Deuce a comeback.
You said Megas, this is where it starts. Yesterday it was 2 lanes of
Can he
racks.
kill
for
Jarex? He's trying. Throws the tree. Not quite enough. He's going for No Tail, but OG
back.
kites him around.
Rapier Deuce time.
I jinxed him.
Uh-oh.
Where's the Omni guy?
Pasha in a little bit of trouble here.
You were talking about this. Whenever you get found, you just run into the enemy base, right?
Yeah, when you're a support.
At 5 minutes in.
Not a core.
This Crimson Guard, he's just not dying.
My goodness.
He almost got out.
Now there is mega creeps to fight against. There is a Medusa and an SD.
No,
Can he get him?
Jax. He needs a disruption.
It's already used. He's fine,
Fly
right?
used. I think he's fine.
He's got this.
All right, he's good. Close though.
Very close.
He's got a whole glimmer up.
I
That's
just
fine.
bought a glimmer. I was like, oh, I thought he was buying the cloak to, you know, tank in the fountain, but got the full glimmer.
Yeah.
Lincoln's on puck, sitting in his stash as well.
OG got 3 kills.
Can I get a Roche here? Too hard versus AA?
I've seen this game before. This is some. I mean, I hate to think that VP can lose this game, but it's actually probably possible. I don't know. Morphling's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. Deuce has got a rough time against Morphling. Good shotgun to half mana.
Yeah.
Let's half mana. Sorry, that sounds weird.
They do get a Shadow Poison stolen for Lil to go inside of the Roche pit. It's working out for him. Uh-oh, and they get the Athblade kill on No Tail. No buyback this time, but here comes Stomp. Flies out, he's sleeping. They kill Artstyle. Morphling trying to get away. Gets hit with the urn.
They have a tier 1 tower mid.
Lifts it.
What the heck's happening? Oh.
Steel Orb. Effigies are dying in the base right now. No one kills S4.
His S and Y is in his backpack.
No buybacks on those heroes. Looks like they can plenty of time to get Roche and walk down mid lane.
See some defense against these Megas now. And Tiny, he has a lot of status resistance right now, especially when he gets that heart.
Yeah. It's pretty wild to think that OG collected, as VP, got Mega Creeps in base, right?
Yeah.
So you get like all that gold from getting barracks. OG killed 3 cores, and in that, because they killed those 3 cores, they had an 8,000 gold swing. And then they almost got Roche during the death timers of the VP's cores because they were so high level.
Crazy to think about, huh?
That's DOTA right now.
Yep. Yep, you see that dip.
Gets the double repel on Morphling. He's just got some sick teammates for Morphling. Omni Knight.
They see it. He just kills that last tier 4 Athblade flies. Takes almost half of that hood off, and oh my goodness, they just bring him down. A blast. He's gonna fly it. Doesn't hit on them, but dinks him a little bit. Now they're just trying to end the game. Resolution defending as best he can. The Mega's doing so much work. Pasha and Tiny will finish it. Fly goes down. Good games get called. And that is a VP victory, game 1.
Felt like a draft for me, at least. Definitely just felt like they were spread too thin in the laning stage. Couldn't kill Tiny or Morphling, and then they got flash farmed on and snowballed.
Game was not close.
No, when did you think
That was a stop.
Was it just, like you said, they did different lanes? Was that just when the game kind of already felt good for
Well, you
them?
just saw VP. All their cores were hitting creeps in lanes and farming, and Nota, or OG and Nota especially, was, they were scrambling. They were struggling in laning phase, trying to find some place where they could hit creeps, and there just wasn't really a place for them.
Yep, and you talked about the mid matchups not being fun. It was what, a 3v3 right at the first wave. How would you have reacted to that if you were the DK or like, well, this is life?
Yeah, I mean, you just
DK doesn't want anybody there, right?
yeah. You have to kind of just deal with it. But your other lanes are so rough that's kind of the situation you've been put in.
It's better, like, let's just say this Tiny, right? Like if Tiny didn't have a good lane, then they wouldn't have been able to try lane mid like they did and help out this Morphling. Dragon Knight should have just like sat mid, and if hopefully like next game OG picks different supports that allow them to put pressure on the other lanes. It's just this SDET had no impact in the early game.
It feels like on paper maybe you look at it, you're like, oh, disrupt into stomp, but it never really works like that, right? Or it's too weak, or
yeah, even if you do disrupt and stomp, how much damage is that really?
Yeah,
300
if that.
On one.
If you had a core, maybe that did some damage, but they didn't. So
yeah,
and that's also considering that your stomp doesn't just get canceled by some lift or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or an avalanche.
Not always easy to do.
So you want a new opening for OG, really?
Yeah, I mean, personal experience here. Yeah. The Shadow Demon into Medusa, not my favorite combo.
Just on the other hand, you saw the Rubik AA like walking around as 2, pretty much killing anyone they could find. Like even some cores of OG.
The no attack speed on AA's Chili Fingers now feels really good in the early game. It does.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at Chili Fingers?
Chili
You've never heard
nice.
that?
And the
Still
stacking,
gets me,
the
man.
stacking slow is super good too.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing because of the Chili Fingers itself, but it reminds me of when he talked about
Chilling Touch, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. I sometimes get mixed up with my names, but the whole talking about chili cheese dogs and stuff that just.
I don't think we talk about chili cheese dog. That was
That's
chili
cheese
cheese
fries.
fries.
That's a whole different subject, but
Yeah.
I'm
Dogs, fries, beans are gross either way.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
beans.
yeah.
I agree.
Texture is a problem.
Yep. So that is the end of game 1. VP takes it very convincingly against OG. There are still 2 games no matter what. But if VP does win this game, they're probably going to be hitting the Bernie a little bit. You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I mean, ideally for us, right, it's really good for, because I want to play complexity, right? So we need a 3-0.
Okay.
There you go.
So
Either way,
let's
so it
go
has to be
VP.
VP now.
Yeah, so you're on the VP train.
But it's tough, right? Because after VP wins the second game, it's now 2-0, and they're guaranteed first in their groups. And the last
What do
game
they have to do?
doesn't matter at all.
Does it matter for them what state, like what standing they're in? between the top 3? Like, don't they get choice?
Well,
of
they
some
want to be
opponent?
first because they go to the championship bracket instantly.
Oh no, I'm saying like
Oh,
out
it
of the
might
first
actually
place
matter.
teams, don't they care which place
Because
they're
because
in?
there's one first place team that plays the dude that comes from the second place bracket, right? So
Yeah,
you'd
so
like to be that dude. So 6-0 actually matters because
so they will
Fnatic is
still
5-1.
try, right?
I suppose. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that third game really doesn't have that big of an impact on
If
VP.
VP wins.
Yeah, exactly.
But they still have motivation.
The
to try.
incentive to win is much less than it is to win the second game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You want to win 2. The third game, that's just icing on the cake.
Yep, makes sense to me. We are going to
Nice, that's pretty
head
good.
to a quick break. CCNC, PPD, do you guys have any, anyone you want to shout out or anything?
Nah, just you, man. You're killing it up here as a host.
Thanks, I appreciate that. What about you?
Yeah, no, that comes to my mind.
All right, well, I guess I'll get a shout to the green walls out there for you guys just in case. No? You don't want me to?
I didn't say anything.
All right. Well, you kind of gave me like the head nod.
It's just a little too ha-ha face for me, you know?
You think? I don't know. I think your fans are great. Really spice up Twitch chat. But we are going to go on a quick break, so, chat with the Optic fans in chat if you really wish to. And we'll see you back here in a couple of minutes.